Hi friends, my name is Maylin. I am a flutist, music teacher, and performer located in the city of Toronto, Canada, and welcome back to my channel. So I hope you've been having a great week, and in this video we're going to be learning A and G and how to tongue. So if you do have any questions or you're not sure where we are, I do have a video playlist that you can find in my channel or also in the description below, where you can start from the very beginning of how to identify the flute parts all the way up to where we are now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm just going to get right into the video. So just as a reminder, I will be using the Trevor Y book again, the same beginner's book that I mentioned in the previous video. Today we'll be going through pages 8 and 9. So if we're looking here, I'm going to start by teaching you the newest note, which is going to be A. So we so far only know B and B flat as well, but in this book you won't get into B flat until a little bit later. So from B, which we know it's our first finger here, along with the thumb on the left hand, and then along with the pinky key on the right hand. So this is B. So we know that one already. So in order to play A, which is just one tone down, we're actually going to just be putting down one extra finger. So we're going to be putting down our finger 3 on our left hand. So B and then A. So that's what that will look like. I'm also going to include a chart right over here that shows you what A looks like. All right, so we're gonna play A together. All right, great job. So now you know 3 different notes. You know B, B flat, and A, which is really great. Okay, so we're gonna play an exercise now that just goes between B and A. And that exercise includes something called tonguing. So when we play the flute, there's different ways to start the note. So there's different ways to attack it, as they say. The most common way to start a note is with ta. So ta just kind of helps to make a clear sound right at the very beginning of the note, rather than the ha, which is what you've been using so far, which is kind of like a natural reaction. Essentially, it's just an air attack. So with ta, we're just doing exactly what it sounds. So you're using the tip of your tongue just to make that sound a little bit clear at the beginning. So how you do it is your tip of the tongue should kind of meet where your gum and your top teeth meet. So hard for me to show you, but just kind of feel where that is. Where is that behind your teeth and where your gums meet your teeth? Okay, once you find that, then just be very light and just go ta, 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 ta. Very good. So this is the first exercise that we're going to go through that uses B and A, and then we also have our first case of rest. So if you are following along in the book, you will have seen an exercise already that has rest, but for our videos, this is going to be the first one. Just as a reminder, this is a half note rest. So a half looks like a hat, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to read through it first. So let's count through it together. So just before we start, I'm going to recognize the time signature. And the time signature in this case is 4/4, which means there are 4 beats per measure, which is what the top number tells us, and that they're all quarter notes, so 4 quarter notes per bar. Okay, so let's count and clap this together. So I'm going to give you 1 bar for nothing, and then we'll clap through it together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That should be pretty simple. So essentially you're playing the first 2 beats and then resting the 3rd and 4th beat of each bar. All right. So now that we've read through and counted it, now you can listen to me, or you can also join along whatever you feel like you'd like to do. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, amazing. So this should be pretty straightforward. So now you can play B and A. So the next note we're gonna go through is G. So now that we know B and A, G is really simple. All you're gonna do again is add an extra finger on your left hand. So just in case, so B, A, and G. Amazing. So let's try and play that G together just so you can get what it sounds like. Alright, so now we have 4 notes under our belt. So B, B flat, A, and G. So now we're going to go to the exercise below this one. And essentially it's the same thing. It's a little bit longer, and this time they include G. So I'm not going to clap through it this time because it's much the same as the one previously. So I'm just going to go through and play it for you. But still, if you're not quite confident with your rhythms yet, I want you to do the same thing as we did before. So make sure you check the time signature. It's again in 4/4. Take that time to just clap it and count through it. And now you're going to listen and then play along. Okay, so I'm going to count us in again. And then I'm going to go right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And that's it for that one. And just a note on tonguing again. At the beginning, it may be a little bit weird. It may feel a little bit strange when you first start tonguing. At the beginning, you may have the kind of really strong attack. For example, and that's okay. Take your time to kind of figure out what the good balance is between a hard tongue and getting a nice soft sound. So it should sound, again, just in case you forgot, just enough to clear it. So this is what it sounds like when it's not tongued. And if it is tongued. Okay, wonderful. So in the book, again, there are some more exercises. Essentially does the same thing, introduces the quarter rest. And then also, yes, those check marks I should have mentioned before, those are Mr. Y's way of telling you to breathe. So those are breath marks. There are different ways that you can see them in music. So sometimes they have little apostrophes, little check marks. Everyone has their own way of showing you what your breath marks should be. So that's what these are in this specific book. But if you do have any need for any extra exercises, please let me know. I don't want to include all of them in one video, it would just take too much time. But if you do want some, please let me know in the comments down below. So now that you know B, A, and G, we're going to learn our first song. So this is on page number 9, and it's called Welsh Melody. Alright, so this is super exciting. So our very, very first song, it's going to be really, really fun. Okay, so we're going to put it up here. So let's again look at the time signature first. So the time signature again is in 4/4, so much as what we've seen so far. So 4 beats, and each of them are quarter notes. We see that there's 4 bars total, and let's clap through it first. So again, I'm going to count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, really good. So now that we've read through it, we've done the counting, now we're going to do listening, and then you can play along. Also, if you're not quite confident with your notes yet, what you can do is you can write in the note names either above or below the notes there if you are writing it down. If not, then just go ahead with this and it should be okay. All right, so now I'm going to count us in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, right. Yeah, so that's your very first song. Amazing. So now, now that you actually know 2 new notes, so A and G, and you've also learned how to tongue, and you've played your very first song too. So thank you again for joining me here today. In the next video, I'm actually going to be doing a whole different format, and this is going to be your very first duet. So please stay tuned, and again, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to pop them down below in the comment section. Also, if you are interested in lessons, I do teach online, so you can check that out again in the link below, or go to www.maylinjenkins.com. And also, I just created a new practice guide, so this is just something that I thought would be really helpful for others who are not really sure if they're getting enough out of their practice sessions. So again, just click the link down below there and you can get your very own practice guide for free. Alright, again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy fluting!